Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Our next guest says that finding your purpose is like unlocking your superhero within. So here to help us unlock our full potential, we welcome back the author of the newly released The Hidden Power in Your DNA, Judy Wilkins-Smith. Nice to see you, Judy.
Hi, Hannah. It's good to see you too.
So let's talk about this idea of being a superhero. Why does that resonate so deeply with so many people?
Hannah, I think it's because we inherently are all superheroes. We've just not been taught that. Um, a superhero isn't just about saving the world, it's about making the world a better place. And if you look at what you're really, really good at and you invest in that, you're going to find your own superhero.
So how do we go about that if we're not really sure where our superpowers may lie?
Okay, so one of the things that you want to ask people around you is, what am I known for? What do you know me for? If you think of me, what do you best think of me when you're describing me? Do I have the best smile? Am I the kindest person you know? Do I bring joy? Am I good at artwork? I mean, if you have a look, Hannah, at Walt Disney, all he knew how to do was doodle. And look what he did. That superhero is right there. It's right there. And for you to unlock it, all you got to do is have a look at what am I best at, and then max it.
Okay, so once you've kind of identified maybe a strength in yourself, is there a way to focus your energy and really invest in helping yourself thrive?
What you really want to do is find all the opportunities to make that happen. It's literally as good as you have a gorgeous smile. Okay, I'm going to make everybody happy every chance I get with a smile that I have. So it's making a little magic. I always say to people, did you walk away today having made a little magic? Who did you do some, how did you make a difference in someone's life? Who did you take out of being sad into happy? What was it that you did that made a difference? And we're all very deeply connected to that because you can see when we go to things like Comic Con, when we want to be on the hero's journey, it's because we know we've got that. We just haven't invested in it yet.
That's a beautiful way to look at it, because I think a lot of people would think of a superhero as saving the whole world, but really if you just can help one person's day be a little bit better, you've really accomplished something.
You also don't know who you're influencing. I've heard of so many stories where somebody stopped to help a stranger only to find out it was a very famous stranger who later did them a favor. You never know. It's all about making the magic and spreading it and really changing the world, as you said, one person at a time. You don't know who that person is.
So if you're feeling kind of stuck and you're not exactly sure where to turn or where to begin, do you have some tips to kind of get us on the right track and kind of acknowledging the things that we've talked about before, the emotional DNA and some things that we've inherited?
So, with the emotional DNA, one of the best places to look at is, okay, where am I feeling really stuck? And then when you identify that, then you ask yourself, when did that happen for me? What was happening in my life at the time? How do I want to do something with that? And then look at how you would really like that to be. And what is that you have in your personal toolkit that you know if you just tweak a little bit is going to take you further down the road. And pretty soon, once you start journaling and finding out who I am, you're going to also find out what my purpose is. There's a beautiful saying: the two most important days of your life are the day that you're born and the day that you find out why. Go find out why.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of a big, overwhelming, somewhat scary thought. Do you have folks who finally are able to kind of break through and go, wow, I've really discovered something here and I can move on a much more positive path in my life?
Absolutely. When people look at what isn't working and then what is working, they'll find that very often what isn't working is tied to the past, but what is working is tied to the present and going into their future. And so, yes, people with their journaling, with their finding out, who am I? What am I best at? How do I max that? And not really worrying about the outcome. If you keep adding those steps, pretty soon those steps are going to add up. It's when we give up and say, well, I'm good at nothing, that we really, really find ourselves stuck. But if you go on an adventure journey in search of you, you're going to find much more than you ever anticipated you would. And you're going to find that superhero.
Really
Promise.
inspiring stuff. Thank you so much, Judy. It was great to see you.
Always good to see you. Thanks, Hannah.
Again, Judy's book is The Hidden Power in Your DNA. We'll have more on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.